Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. I'm doing this reading because I'm feeling a wave of intense energy from a masculine presence. I can actually picture him sitting down, writing something. It feels like a letter. Now, in my mind, it's coming through as a letter because of the thoughtfulness and care he's pouring into every word. I keep hearing phrases like, burn after writing, or writing and deleting, or even writing and throwing it away. It's clear he's drafting something heartfelt, but for some reason, this letter hasn't made its way to you yet, feminine, whoever is listening. He's reaching out at a higher, more loving level, but I can feel his struggle. The words just don't seem to flow for him right now. He feels clumsy, trying to express what's going on inside him. Yet, this is someone who is normally so deliberate with his words, quietly observing, thinking, and overthinking everything before speaking. I'm doing this reading because I'm feeling a wave of intense energy from a masculine presence. I can actually picture him sitting down, writing something. It feels like a letter. Now, in my mind, it's coming through as a letter because of the thoughtfulness and care he's pouring into every word. I keep hearing phrases like burn after writing, or writing and deleting, or even writing and throwing it away. It's clear he's drafting something heartfelt. But for some reason, this letter hasn't made its way to you yet, feminine, whoever is listening. He's reaching out at a higher, more loving level, but I can feel his struggle. The words just don't seem to flow for him right now. He feels clumsy trying to express what's going on inside him. Yet, this is someone who is normally so deliberate with his words, quietly observing, thinking, and overthinking everything before speaking. I just pulled another card, so give me a moment to tune in. There's something about rainbow symbolism for someone, but what's really standing out here is the combination of the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. What I'm getting from these two is that this masculine energy, well, with the 7 of Swords, it feels like he might be secretly spying on you, keeping tabs, or maybe just obsessively thinking about you to the point where he can't get you out of his mind. I'm also sensing that part of this is tied to a past relationship between the two of you. Since then, both of you may have moved on and had other relationships. In his case, I'm picking up that he's had other connections, whether casual or more serious. But regardless of how serious those relationships were, I keep hearing phrases like bad luck in love and rocky relationships. It's almost as if, ever since meeting you, his love life has been a bit cursed, so to speak. He feels like you were the best thing that ever happened to him, and now he can't shake the memory of you. It's like no one else compares. To be honest, some of these masculine energies feel like you cursed them. Since meeting you, it's like they're unintentionally sabotaging every other connection. Nothing ever seems to work out for them, and they're wondering if it's because of you. As for the masculine in this letter, he's really hesitant about opening up. The man holding a heart card came out, but it's in this kind of halfway position, symbolizing a lot of indecision. He's going back and forth, thinking, should I even bother? Should I reach out to this feminine with my heart on the line? He's really caught in this inner debate. Also, the number 444 showed up earlier in the reading, so that might be relevant for some of you. You might be seeing it a lot lately. It's been popping up in recent readings too, so I looked into its meaning. It's tied to resolve. That's interesting because I'm sensing a growing sense of determination from this masculine, like his spirit is ready to push through all the ego's doubts. This back and forth energy feels more like his ego wrestling with itself. Oh, and by the way, I've got to mention this. Right at the beginning, the words failed and hunter came through. Hunter could be a name for someone, Or maybe this masculine is actually someone who hunts. For some reason, I'm also seeing a crossbow for someone. Another thing that stood out is the word throat, which makes me feel there's something heavy weighing on this masculine's throat chakra. That's where all the hesitation is coming from, the feeling of, do I speak up or do I stay silent? At the start of this reading, I actually felt like I needed to clear my throat. And I think that's his energy, his spirit trying to clear out this block that's been stopping him from communicating with you or sending that letter. Whether it's a real letter written on paper, which, might seem a bit old-fashioned, there's definitely an old-fashioned vibe about this masculine. I'm picking up that he's an old soul, someone who's lived through different times and places. He keeps saying, I don't fit in with modern dating or society. I have no interest in the way things are today. What he cherished most about your connection, feminine, was how timeless it felt, like something that could stand the test of time. It's that classic kind of love where he would open doors for you, bring you flowers, stay up talking all night, or even write letters. Very old-fashioned, but in the most romantic way. If you've ever written this masculine a letter or given him something personal, I want you to know he's kept it. I keep hearing words like keepsake and memorabilia. It feels like this masculine might have a box somewhere, a shoebox in his closet or some hidden place, where he keeps things from your time together if you were in a relationship and are now apart. I get the sense this could have caused issues if he ever connected with other feminines. I keep hearing, I could never bring myself to clear out that part of my closet with all the things that reminded me of you. That just gave me chills. Whether this is literal or symbolic, this masculine has definitely held on to something from you. I'm even hearing that he might have photos of you, ones you may not even know he still has. There's a lot of secrecy around this, and no matter how many other connections he's had or may be involved in now, those other feminines have sensed that he's still holding on to the memory of you. What this masculine truly wants to tell you, and what I'm picking up, is that he feels this urge to hit the button, to finally send that letter or message to you. I also keep getting the feeling that he wants to send you something, maybe a gift or an object with sentimental value. He's not usually the sentimental type, but you brought that side out in him. The reason he's not typically sentimental isn't because he lacks emotional depth. In fact, I sense that he's highly spiritual and deeply sensitive to energy, even if he doesn't realize it. He's very empathic, but the thing is, he rarely forms deep connections with people. It's usually pretty surface level, but with you, feminine, it was completely different. And then we have the happy family card in reverse, which tells me that this masculine has always held out hope that in the end, the two of you would be together. The reason he's thinking about sending this letter or reaching out in what feels like a grand gesture is because something may have shifted, either within your energy or perhaps a change in your life. He might have seen you moving on, maybe through social media, or even with someone new. I'm picking up this tightness in the chest or a sinking feeling in the stomach, like that anxiousness you feel before a big exam. In a way, it feels like his love for you is being tested. Will he push through his fears and reach out, or will he let those fears or his pride hold him back from saying what his heart truly wants to express? So, woman holding a heart came out in this kind of neutral position, as did the envy card. I keep getting something connected to your 20s. You might be in your 20s now, or that could have been when you first connected with this masculine. I also heard, unsure if your heart is available. There's this sense that he's uncertain about how you would respond if he reaches out or sends this letter. For someone, I'm even getting something about whistling, like a memory or association with that. With adjacent possibilities in reverse, it's giving off this energy of, I need to move forward or let go. I'm also picking up something about a dog for someone. The word Bay came through, which could either be referring to a place, maybe short for a location, or even the name Bailey, if that resonates with someone here. Then the word another came up, which makes me feel like there could be someone else in the picture, which complicates things further. I'm also sensing some earth energy around a potential third-party situation or involvement. This could mean some feminines are dating or in a relationship with an earth sign. But I'm definitely getting a lot of fire sign energy from this masculine. Of course, that won't resonate with everyone, so as always, take what feels right for you. There's this sense that this masculine feels like he has no other option left, and with the Angel of Balance card, I want to share something from the guidebook. It talks about being centered and making self-honoring choices. The phrase self-honoring really stands out to me, as well as the term strong destiny. I feel like this masculine has always believed, no matter how long you've been out of touch, that the two of you were destined to be together. I'm also picking up something about a checkered or plaid shirt that could be significant for someone. This masculine has never stopped believing in your connection, which is why he's never been able to fully clean out the closet, whether that's literally holding on to personal items, letters, or other reminders of you. In fact, if you shared a lot of photos or messages, I'm sensing he might even have a secret phone or folder where he's saved those memories, pictures, screenshots, messages. I see him going back through them, especially when he feels lonely or during tough times. To him, you were the only one who ever truly opened him up. With the sacral chakra upright, I'm getting that you brought out his deepest vulnerability. And this is a bit specific, but I'm also picking up on a masculine who might be beating himself up over choosing someone else or dating someone else instead of you. He may have been with a karmic feminine in the past, or even now, and he feels like that decision is what pushed you away. In some cases, this masculine is starting to realize that he posted pictures with this person or stayed with them just to see how you would react. It was almost like a test to gauge whether you still loved him or wanted to be with him. But, feminine, I feel that for many of you, if this happened, you didn't react at all. Maybe you moved on with someone new, or simply grew in your confidence and personal power without getting caught up in the situation. If this resonates with you, that relationship he had with the other person didn't go anywhere. I keep hearing dead end. Either it fizzled out, they left him, or if they're still together, it's barely hanging on by a thread. Eventually, it's going to fall apart, and this masculine knows it. He's always known it deep down, which is why he's so hard on himself now, feeling like he essentially broke his own heart in the process. With the broken heart card in the upright position, card number 9 by the way, I'm picking up on the energy of the number 999. This number symbolizes the end of one chapter in your life mission and the beginning of a new one. It signals a period of big changes ahead, new beginnings, and possibly some shifts in your life's direction. It's also tied to wisdom and maturity, which makes sense with the transformation this masculine is going through. What this tells me is that during your time apart, this masculine has undergone a lot more spiritual growth than you might realize in the physical world. Although feminine, I feel that you're already sensing this on a soul level. You've intuitively picked up on the changes he's been experiencing. I keep hearing dark night of the soul, and I sense there's something unresolved between you two. Whether it's a karmic contract or some form of closure, I heard unfinished business. There's unfinished business between you and this person. For many of you, I don't feel this is karmic. It feels more like a pure soul contract, something deeper, like a soulmate or twin flame connection. I keep hearing that this person holds a piece of your puzzle. The message I'm getting for you, feminine, is to stay open to what he has to say when he eventually comes forward. It might happen when you least expect it, and it could leave you feeling a bit off balance or surprised. But there's something unresolved here that needs to be addressed between the two of you. I'm not suggesting you should get back together or pursue a long-term relationship with this person. However, I do feel that there's something that needs to be resolved between you two before you can fully move on to the next phase of your life mission, represented by the number 999. Whether this resolution happens while you're still connected or through separation, it's important. Even if you choose to part ways again when this person comes back, I hear them saying, "You'll feel me in your heartbeat. You'll sense me when you lie awake at night, no matter who's next to you or who's put a ring on your finger. You'll feel me in your heart and soul, just as I will feel you." This connection is deeply rooted, whether it's with a very ancient soulmate or a twin flame. I'm also picking up on some specific messages about what this person is writing in that unsent letter. I just saw the numbers 200, 22 and 27, which could be significant for some of you. So, if this person finally musters the courage to send their letter or express their feelings, what might they say? The first card suggests, "I'm coming to you with an offer. Will you accept my hand? Will you take it? I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before, but I do now." It seems this person might have always prided themselves on being logical and analytical, maybe even into science. I'm picking up on a specific vibe here. They might have said, "Writing was always your thing, feminine, but I was more science-minded or analytical." If this resonates with anyone, let me know, as it feels like a detail for a few people. What else might this masculine express in their letter? Let's check the Hidden Truth Oracle for more insights. One message that comes through is, "I want to be more than friends." This suggests that they might use the friendship angle as a way to get back into your life, even if they're worried you've moved on. They seem to be accepting that, while they're in love with you, having you in their life in any form, even just as a friend, is better than not having you at all. It's almost as if this person is ready to friend zone themselves, but deep down, they'll always hold out hope for something more with you. Regardless of who they might date or who you're involved with, feminine, this person will always be there in the background, hoping for a chance with you. They might say, "I wish I could share my good news with you." I'm picking up on something like graduation or milestones, suggesting they've recently achieved something significant, maybe completing college or moving on to a new career phase. There's this strong desire to share their progress with you. It seems like this masculine is facing major life changes or decisions and really wishes you were there to talk things through with them, at least as a friend, someone whose advice they value. They see you as very wise and miss the way you used to help them sort out their thoughts and emotions. They haven't found that same dynamic with anyone else, despite searching for it. Another card that just flew out says, "I kept up a facade to the world, but you always saw past that into my soul." This reinforces the idea that even though they're surrounded by people, they often feel inauthentic with them. You were the only one who truly saw into their soul. That's why they can't forget you, why they're still holding out hope, why they're still in love with you, and why they're so eager to reconnect, even if there's a current separation between you. I'm about to start the reading by shuffling the traditional tarot deck. At the start of this session, I found myself a bit tongue-tied, and it feels like there's someone romantically connected to you who might be struggling to express what they want to say. Your guides could be letting you know that the feelings you're sensing from this person are genuine, and you can trust your intuition about them. They seem to be struggling with how to communicate their thoughts, possibly due to insecurities or difficulties in presenting themselves as they wish. I also have a few specific messages coming through. I'm picking up on the initials M, A, R, and G, and I'm hearing the name Margaret or something similar. This might be significant for someone listening. Additionally, I'm seeing a pearl necklace or bracelet, and I keep hearing from someone's guides, it's safe to let go. I'm getting chills from this message, and it feels very powerful and significant. We're going to dive deeper into this message, but if it resonates with you, you might already have a sense of how it fits into your situation. For some, this could relate to a love connection where you've been contemplating letting go but have felt unsure if doing so might be selfish. You might be staying in a situation out of a sense of obligation. This message feels quite intense. You've been released from that obligation or contract, and it's safe to move on if that's what your heart truly wants. If you've been feeling misunderstood, disrespected, or stuck in a situation, whether it's a relationship, friendship, or even a job, know that, spiritually speaking, you're free from that obligation. It's okay to seek out spaces and connections that align with your soul, places where you feel safe, seen, respected, and understood. I'm also getting a general message. You might have recently found yourself in conversations or environments where you felt like you couldn't speak your truth or were not truly understood. This feeling of being stifled or unseen is significant. It's almost like there's a voice inside you that wants to scream. You might have been in a conversation where you realized that the other person couldn't truly understand or connect with you on a deeper level. I'm feeling quite emotional just saying this, because I sense that someone really needs to hear this right now. First, know that any frustration, anger, or sadness you felt during this interaction isn't a reflection of something wrong with you. It's just that you were trying to communicate with someone who was on a very different vibrational wavelength. When you and another person are on different frequencies, no amount of words will bridge that gap. Even if you're physically close, you won't feel truly seen or heard because the vibrations don't align. It's like trying to shout through a glass wall. You can see the other person, but you feel completely unheard and misunderstood. It's hard to articulate, but I sense that someone might have even blamed themselves for feeling frustrated or for experiencing deep emotions like grief or sadness. I'm hearing that it's perfectly okay to let yourself feel whatever you're feeling and to let those emotions flow through you. They will eventually pass. If you've recently experienced this, it's not because something is out of alignment within you. It's simply because you were trying to connect with someone who wasn't on your frequency, causing your soul to feel frustrated or upset for not being truly heard or understood. As we all rise to higher vibrations, you'll notice that those truly meant for you will just get you without needing lengthy explanations. You won't have to justify yourself, over-explain, or convince them of your worth. The connection will be so natural and deep that your souls will communicate effortlessly, even without words. You'll recognize someone as right for your soul when you can let your guard down and be yourself without feeling the need to explain or defend. If you found that the more you speak, the less they seem to understand, it might be due to those vibrational differences we've been discussing. Much of our communication happens energetically and telepathically, not just through words. When someone is on a different wavelength, they might not grasp the deeper meaning behind what you're saying, no matter how clearly you express it. If this resonates with you, your guides are suggesting it's okay to let go of the need for that person to understand or validate you. It might be worth releasing the expectation for them to get you. You may still want their presence or be drawn to certain places or environments, but it's time to let go of needing them to truly see or understand you. You'll find success in your own unique way, and you're going to shine regardless. Also, I'm picking up on the number 21, which might be significant for someone. With the Hierophant reversed, it's a sign of challenging norms and embracing unconventional paths. The World card confirms that you're set to achieve your dreams and goals from a place of true alignment with who you are. You'll fulfill these desires, but in your own unique, non-traditional way. Your guides are nudging you to keep an open mind about how your dreams and goals come to fruition. If you've been set on achieving something in a specific way, they want you to know that while you will absolutely manifest the essence of what you desire, the path it takes might be unexpected and unconventional. For example, if you've been focused on reaching a certain level of financial abundance through a particular job or method, your guides are reassuring you that this abundance is on its way. However, it might come through an unexpected route or in a way that doesn't fit your original plan. Additionally, there's a side message for a few of you. It might be time to reassess your goals and desires. Look beyond the surface and tune in to how your feelings and soul resonate with these aspirations. Sometimes, what you thought you wanted before a period of personal growth or change might not align with your true desires anymore. I know this might not resonate with everyone, but if you've been feeling uneasy or off about certain desires, it might be a sign to reassess them. If a goal or dream doesn't spark pure excitement and passion, but instead leaves you feeling uncertain, it could mean that it's no longer in alignment with your true self. What once felt right might not fully connect with who you are now, so it's worth exploring if these aspirations still resonate with your soul. Now, let's talk about the Three of Wands. This card is all about moving forward with confidence and seeing your hard work pay off. It's linked to the third eye chakra, which means you've been guided intuitively, almost as if following your gut has become second nature. For you, making decisions from pure intuition has replaced purely conscious thought. Your higher self and guides are keeping you on this path because it's the quickest route to manifesting your desires. You might find yourself resisting conscious decisions that don't feel right emotionally or intuitively, even if others question your choices. Trust that this intuitive guidance is leading you to manifest your dreams and bring them into reality. I'm seeing the Death card, which is all about ego death and deep spiritual transformation. It feels like you've gone through multiple phases of shedding old layers and awakening in this lifetime. This ongoing process has led you to embody the Queen of Cups energy you hold now. As the Queen of Cups, you're making decisions from a place of deep intuition and emotion. This card is a strong affirmation of everything we've been discussing. Your nurturing energy is truly remarkable, and the achievements you're making for yourself are not just personal victories. They're also set to inspire and uplift those around you. Your courage in pursuing your dreams is lighting the way for others. When you prioritize yourself, follow your heart, and break free from limiting beliefs, you not only lift yourself, but also positively impact those around you and contribute to the greater whole. I'm getting a strong message that in your case, focusing on your own well-being isn't selfish at all. In fact, when you make choices that serve your highest good, you end up benefiting everyone around you. By loving yourself, you become a beacon of unconditional love that shines out and touches others. People see you as warm, caring, and nurturing. Even when you're not around, there are those who speak highly of you and defend your name. Your positive reputation precedes you, and the impact you leave on others is felt long after you've gone. You make a memorable impression, both before you enter a space and after you leave. In this reading, I'll be tuning into messages from what feels like a masculine energy. Remember, these labels of masculine and feminine refer to energy dynamics rather than specific genders. There's a particular masculine here who is deeply afraid, almost overwhelmed, with the fear of losing someone important to him. I keep feeling a strong urge to tear up because the message I keep getting is, I don't want you to be a stranger. It feels like he's repeating this over and over. It doesn't matter where you are in terms of communication, whether you're in regular contact or haven't spoken in months or even years. This masculine feels a profound connection and is genuinely terrified of letting you slip away. Before diving deeper into this energy, let's start by drawing some cards to get initial messages. The intensity of this masculine's feelings is palpable. There's a strong sense of longing and missing you, even if you're currently in touch. It's almost as if he's preparing for a loss, feeling as though you're slipping away or that something is about to change. The energy is heavy and emotional, and it's clear that this fear of losing you is deeply affecting him. In some cases, this fear might stem from the fact that if you're currently in touch, it could be a relatively new connection. There might still be a lot of uncertainties and things being worked out, so you might not have established a steady rhythm of communication yet. This newness could be causing some anxiety for this masculine, leading to a feeling of, I can't lose you. I'm actually hearing, I only just found you. I can't lose you again. It feels like there's a significant past life connection between you and this masculine. I'll dive into the cards later to get more details on the nature of this soul connection, but it's clear that you two have shared at least one past life together. In that past life, it seems that you may have passed away before he did, which could be contributing to his intense fear of losing you again. With the appreciation card in the upright position, there's a sense that, for whoever this message is meant for, there was a deeply emotional situation in a past life. It seems that this masculine experienced a profound loss when he felt like he'd lost you forever, and it was truly devastating for him. It's a bit sentimental, but I'm getting that one of his final thoughts when transitioning to the spirit world was, I have to remember her. I have to find her in the next life. This powerful sentiment is why your souls made a pact to reconnect in this lifetime. It explains why you might have felt an instant sense of recognition upon meeting, coupled with a lingering fear and sadness. This emotional undercurrent is tied to your shared history, one marked by periods of separation and the deep, unconscious memory of the pain that came with it. It seems like this masculine is grappling with something deeply spiritual and energetic that he can't fully grasp on a conscious level. All he really feels is this overwhelming fear of losing you, feminine. There's this intense sense of, I can't let you slip away, but he's also confused by how something so new can feel so powerful and swift. It's like two souls are saying, yo, don't be a stranger. But in human terms, they're still relatively unknown to each other. This disparity between the depth of their connection and their actual experience is causing confusion and making them feel a bit off-kilter. This confusion is amplifying the anxiety. It's like being with someone who feels like a lifelong best friend, yet the reality of the relationship is still quite new. The fear comes from not having a long history or patterns to rely on. From a human perspective, there's no solid evidence that this person will stay in your life long term, even though, on a soul level, you deeply want them to. The question coming through is, how can I know someone so deeply and yet feel like I barely know them at all? With the contract card showing up, I'm drawn to its message. It depicts a contract waiting to be signed, symbolizing a committed connection. This feels significant because, on a soul level, this connection feels deeply committed, like you're in it together. Yet, from a human perspective, it might seem like just a brief or superficial encounter to others. This contrast is causing a lot of confusion. There's this profound emotional, mental, and spiritual depth between you, but it appears shallow by earthly standards. With the healer of the ages reversed, it's clear that this masculine is feeling turned upside down and disoriented. It's not that the connection is negatively affecting his life. In fact, the brief time spent with you has left such a strong impression that he knows he won't easily forget it. There's a lot of anxiety hanging in the air about what to do next. The circumstances between you are adding to this masculine stress. If you're a feminine tuning into this, you might be picking up on his unease. Things might be moving rapidly between you, whether through texting, calling, or seeing each other. It feels like there's an insatiable desire to be constantly connected. This urgency stems from the souls trying to bridge the gap between the profound connection they feel and the more superficial reality of their physical interactions. Both of you might feel a strong urge to speed things up, which can be both thrilling and intimidating. This fast-paced connection is leading to overthinking and second-guessing, especially with the strategy and temple path cards reversed. There's a sense of not knowing where things are headed or how it will unfold. It's almost like someone is saying, "Let's just figure it out as we go." Alongside this excitement, there's a deep-seated fear of losing the other person that matches the intensity of the love and connection you both feel. It's almost as if this masculine is saying, "You just feel like the one for me." With the broken heart card showing up upright, there's a sense of preparing for heartbreak or bracing for impact. It's like anticipating a fall, even though you're already in the midst of it. The circumstances between you may seem tough or even impossible, and it feels as though you're holding on, bracing yourself for the moment you hit the ground while still in the free fall. It's a complex mix of fear and longing, not really wanting the free fall to end, even though the uncertainty is overwhelming. Why is someone so worried about getting their heart broken? With the second chakra reversed, it seems like this person might have opened up more than they planned or developed a deeper connection than they intended. There's a sense of, "I wasn't looking for something serious, and I didn't expect to feel this way." Perhaps both of you were initially just looking for a casual connection, but then something deeper and more intense emerged. Now, they're struggling with the intensity of their feelings, even feeling regretful about oversharing or feeling too much. It's like they've been caught off guard by how deeply they've connected with you, and they're finding it hard to control their emotions. What else is contributing to this situation? I'm picking up on the words Europe, golden, and poor. There might be some financial or social differences between you, or it could be more metaphorical. Perhaps this person views you as a golden prize, something incredibly valuable, but feels like they can't offer enough to make this connection work for you. Despite this, they really want you to stay in their life. There's a lot going on beneath the surface here. While you and this person have a vibrant and playful connection in the physical world, with lots of spontaneous and fun interactions, there's a deeper, more intense bond between your souls that isn't fully expressed. At the soul level, there's a profound commitment to each other, but on the surface, things might seem more light-hearted and flirtatious. This contrast creates a gap between how deeply you feel connected and how you interact in everyday life. This unspoken depth can lead to some anxiety, especially during moments of silence. When there's a pause in your conversations, it might feel louder than it actually is, leading you both to wonder if your feelings are truly mutual. Despite the playful exchanges, There's an underlying concern about whether the depth of connection you sense is fully reciprocated. The message, "You know me already," came through from the shoebox messages, capturing a sense of deep familiarity that might feel a bit surreal. It's like both of you are wondering, how do we know each other so well? Have we met before? This might be especially true if your connection has been mostly long distance or through written communication, with some physical separation involved. Despite the distance or lack of in-person interaction, there's a frequent and meaningful exchange between you. From the twin flames and separation deck, it's clear that even if you're trying to move on, thoughts of each other keep resurfacing. The connection feels intense and fast-moving, with each of you recognizing various obstacles, like physical distance, perceived incompatibility, or just uncertainty. Despite efforts to move on, there's a magnetic pull that keeps bringing you back together. The connection might still be new and seem superficial in everyday terms, but it carries a profound and inexplicable depth that keeps drawing you both in. All right, let's dive into the energy we're picking up. The root chakra and blossoming abundance are both showing up upright, and the number 35 might be significant for someone listening. Remember, these numbers and names often hold special meaning for just a few individuals. As I turned over these cards, I heard a strong message. I feel you slipping through my fingers, and I want to offer you something stable and real. There's a palpable sense of urgency here, and it feels like a masculine energy is coming through with a bit of desperation. Let's explore this further. The name Bill or something related to bills came up, and the word alive was also mentioned. It seems like this masculine feels that the connection with you is vibrant and alive right now, even if it seemed dormant before. This connection is deep, whether it's a soulmate or twin flame bond. I'll check the cards for more details on that later. It feels like you and this person are so deeply connected on a soul level that even before meeting, you had an awareness of each other. I'm getting a strong visual of someone with straight blonde hair. This might resonate with a few of you. I'm also seeing brown eyes and hearing a feminine voice saying, "Since I was a little girl, I had these dreams about you." There's someone here who might have spent years dreaming or daydreaming about a love like this. It's as if they had a vision of this perfect love, and now that it's here, it feels almost too good to be true. The intensity of this connection might be causing them to question its reality, or even to push it away. It's a powerful, surreal feeling that's leaving me with chills. This reading might not resonate with everyone, but for someone here, there's a powerful message coming through. You were everything I ever wanted, but I didn't believe I deserved you, or that I could keep you. I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop. This feeling could be coming from either a masculine or a feminine, and it might not apply to everyone. I'm also picking up on someone who might have struggled with feelings of unworthiness, possibly linked to a relationship with a father figure. There could have been a father wound where emotional validation was lacking. When this person's partner came in, offering space, security, and validation, it was such a contrast to what they were used to that it was hard for them to fully embrace this love. They might have even pushed it away. It seems there was a push and pull dynamic in this connection, which could have lasted for a long time, perhaps even years. This message might not resonate with everyone, but for some of you, there's a strong sense of, you were everything I ever wanted, but I didn't believe I deserved you or could keep you. I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop. This could come from either a masculine or a feminine energy. I'm also picking up on someone who may have struggled with feelings of worthiness, possibly due to a challenging relationship with a father figure. When this partner came along and offered so much support and validation, it felt foreign and hard to accept, leading to a push and pull dynamic. With the second chakra reversed, it's clear there was fear of vulnerability, despite feeling safe with the other person. Some feminines are expressing that, although the love they received was comforting and validating, there was a fear that it was too good to be true, leading to hesitation and anxiety. The man holding a heart card suggests that a masculine, whether currently or in the past, was genuinely open-hearted and eager to offer love. This is a unique connection that I'm tapping into, and it may resonate with only a few of you. Interesting turn of events. So what's happening in this connection? The seventh chakra is reversed, which suggests a deep soul connection that's not fully aligning. I'm hearing, we were meant to meet, but we betrayed our own destiny. It seems like these two souls have a strong bond and were destined to cross paths in this lifetime. One of them feels as though they've messed up, believing that their journey took an unexpected turn that wasn't meant to be. There's a sense of regret and a plea. This isn't how it was supposed to unfold. We had a different path, remember? We promised each other something different. This message feels quite intense, and it could be coming from either a masculine or feminine energy. There's a sense of, I should have trusted you. You always had my best interests at heart. I struggled with my true feelings and kept you at a distance, only as a friend. This message seems to come from a feminine who might have had trust issues or struggled with self-worth, making it hard to fully embrace this deep love. Loosen your grip. It's about letting go of control, dealing with fears, and opening up to divine influence. I'm picking up that this feminine might have clung to control for a sense of security, but this love felt too overwhelming to manage. It's as if she's saying, I can't control how I feel about you, no matter how hard I try. Portal. Doors are opening. It's your choice, and there are rewards ahead. This energy feels very specific, like it's meant for just a few people. I sense that this feminine, who has struggled with trust issues and felt unworthy of this deep connection, is now at a crossroads. She's being faced with a crucial decision. I hear a masculine voice saying, You might think it's too late, but it's not. It's never too late for us. He's referring to you as his truest love and deepest soul connection. For some, he's even saying, You're my girl, which might hold special meaning for you. His message is clear. It's never too late. Fear. This card suggests that there's a struggle to embrace love fully because of lingering fears. I'm hearing this masculine's higher self encouraging you to overcome your fears. He's urging you to make the heart's true decision, follow where your heart leads, and release your fears. He believes that with perseverance, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. I'm also picking up a message from this masculine, who's saying, Don't make any decisions out of fear. He's coming through with a protective energy, wanting to make sure you, feminine, don't end up making choices that come from a place of fear. It feels like you're facing a tough decision right now, caught between your head and your heart. There's a tug-of-war happening inside you. One part is trying to analyze and understand your feelings, while the other just wants to follow your heart and let go of those fears. It looks like there's a masculine here, grappling with feelings of regret, reflecting on past choices. I'm hearing him say, Time has given me clarity about us. I realize now that I made mistakes. I'm coming to you with an offer. Will you accept my hand and say yes? This message is strikingly similar to one from a previous reading, which makes me think it's a significant theme. It seems this masculine feels that both of you might have been too young or immature to fully grasp or act on your deep connection in the past. Perhaps there were misunderstandings or fears on both sides, or simply a lack of readiness. He's had a moment of sudden, though quiet, clarity about how important you are. I'm also seeing imagery of a bustling city, which might connect with someone's experience or location. He's acknowledging that past decisions created distance between you, and he's now reflecting on those choices with a desire to make things right. There's a strong sense of wanting to give your story another chance and to reconnect, despite past missteps. With the 7th chakra reversed, it feels like you might be soulmates or have a deep soul bond, but past choices driven by logic rather than heart have caused this disconnect. This masculine is encouraging you, feminine, to let go of the need for everything to make perfect sense and to take a leap of faith with him. It's about making a decision from your heart and letting go of some of your fears. Now, I'm picking up a message that might hit home for some of you. Finding out the truth crushed me, and you came closer to my heart than anyone else. It seems there could have been a situation where betrayal or a painful truth surfaced. For others, this masculine might be sensing or even seeing that you're moving on or considering someone else. He might have seen you with another person, whether in pictures or heard about it. For some, this won't resonate, but for those it does, there's a deep feeling that you are his closest and most significant connection. I'm also getting that this masculine will be the one to take the next step. Your guides are hinting that he will make a move, whether it's reaching out or making an offer. There's no urgent action required from you right now. Instead, your guides suggest that your heart will know what to do when the moment arrives. Be ready for this change by clearing your energy and keeping your heart and mind open. Trust your intuition and be brave enough to follow where your heart leads. I'm going to pull a few more cards from the Lover's Oracle, but let's dive into what this masculine has to say right now. With the card Thinking of You, I'm hearing a message from him. Feminine, it's not just you thinking about me. I'm thinking about you too. He wants you to know that those thoughts you have about him aren't just in your head. He's feeling the same way. Your intuition is spot on. You're picking up on his thoughts. The cards, Door to Value reversed and Walking Away reversed, suggest a shift in how he sees the connection. He's feeling like the door between you might have closed, but he's determined to change that. He wants to transform this story into a beautiful love story. He's realizing that nothing else in his life compares to what you bring into it. You are the most valuable connection he's ever had. With indecision reversed, there's a strong sense of newfound decisiveness from him. He's also encouraging you to make your own decision from the heart. He's expressing deep, unconditional love and wants nothing more than for you to find true happiness. He feels protective of you and hopes you choose whatever path will bring you the most joy. All right, let's pull one message from the shoebox. It's clear that this masculine is grappling with some tough emotions right now. We have the cards, It's hard to say, This is hard for me, and Watching from a distance. It seems he's struggling with how to express himself. I sense this masculine has been trying to move on or forget you, maybe even going as far as blocking you or deleting your contact details on social media. While some might have tried to cut off connections through Instagram, Facebook, or other platforms, it hasn't been successful. Despite these attempts, he can't shake the thoughts of you. More importantly, you're still deeply connected in the astral realm through dreams. It feels like he's been putting on a brave face, pretending he's over you. But inside, he's been trying to muster the courage to reach out. What he really wants to say is, will you be willing to rewrite our story? This masculine is gearing up to make an offer, and he's hoping you'll accept it when he extends his hand. As a divine feminine, many of us are currently experiencing a lot of throat chakra activation and upgrading. If you resonate with being a divine feminine and have noticed changes like throat congestion or clearing, it could be related to this shift. But let's get to the heart of today's message. I keep hearing the word priestess. It's like a masculine sees you, feminine, as embodying this priestess energy. A priestess is often seen as a spiritual intermediary, connecting higher powers with the world. This masculine might view you as a vital link to their own spirituality, a missing piece they've been searching for. They might be drawn to your spiritual light, even if they're not fully aware of how deeply connected you are on a spiritual level. The amazing thing about this masculine is that he doesn't want to diminish your light. He wants to enhance it. This connection is awakening something within him and deepening his spiritual connection. Strangely enough, for some of you, this masculine might have once described himself as agnostic or even atheist. He might have been skeptical of spirituality, making jokes about practices like using crystals for energy work or dismissing religious beliefs. But meeting you, feminine, has sparked a change in him. He started exploring and, in some cases, quietly participating in the very things he once made fun of. Just being near you, whether through a simple touch, a hug, or even a brief platonic contact, has made him rethink his previous skepticism. It's like your light has had a profound effect on him, shifting his perspective in ways he hadn't anticipated. For some, this masculine keeps replaying those small moments of physical contact, whether it was your arms brushing accidentally, a hug, or something similar. These moments might be more symbolic than literal, but they have made him feel a shift within himself, sparking a deeper spiritual awakening. With the financial constraints card upright and adjacent possibilities reversed, it seems this newfound spirituality is nudging him to rethink his life path, especially around finances, work, or career. I'm hearing backed into a corner, suggesting that before meeting you, he felt stuck and couldn't envision a way out. This could be a literal situation with his job, like a routine 9 to 5, or it could be more symbolic. Your presence has opened his eyes to new possibilities and ignited a desire for more meaningful change in his life. He's now feeling a strong urge to break free from his old patterns and pursue something greater. With the all tied up card in reverse, I'm picking up a powerful shift. According to the guidebook, binds are about to break loose. A previously stuck situation is opening up. That's exactly what I'm sensing from this masculine. It's as if your presence has caused a major upheaval in his world, like a massive event that has loosened his metaphorical chains. Meeting you has awakened him to aspects of his life where he felt stuck, aspects he didn't even realize were holding him back. He's seeing things with fresh eyes. The word dream resonates here. This masculine was once very logical and might not have allowed himself to dream big. But now, you've become his dream. You've inspired him to reconsider his life's direction, including his financial situation and career. There's a strong desire in him to improve himself and create a better future, either for you or for the future of this connection. I'm sensing a surge of excitement from this masculine. It's like he's hit with an adrenaline rush every time he sees or thinks about you. With woman holding a heart showing up, it's clear that you've really stolen his heart. He might have tried to play it cool when you first met, but deep down, you captured his attention immediately. There's also a mention of a bracelet, which might hold special significance for someone here. And with yin-yang showing up in the middle, this feels like a classic twin flame dynamic. This card often signals a strong, balanced bond, suggesting that you and this person have a deep, almost destined connection. Whether it's a twin flame or a high-level soulmate, it's evident there's something profound and energetic between you, even if you're still getting to know each other. Wow, it's pretty rare to pull both twin flame cards in a row. But here we are, with the yin-yang card in the middle position and the magician in the mirror, reversed. It strongly hints at a twin flame connection. Of course, only you can truly know, but these are pretty clear signs. It feels like there's a deep sense of destiny or fate about your meeting. It's as if the universe orchestrated this encounter and both of you sensed it. You might even find that there were some incredible coincidences or synchronistic events leading up to your meeting that you discussed together. Also, I'm picking up on the West Coast or California for someone, and words like poet, screen, and blink came through. This makes me think there might be a creative person involved, like a writer, playwright, or poet. You could be their new muse or source of inspiration. This could also be pointing to something more symbolic, like the idea of starting fresh with you or figuring out how to move forward together. The card, "I feel like I don't know who I am anymore," suggests that, even if this masculine isn't showing it, meeting you has sparked a kind of identity shift within them. It's not negative, but more of an awakening, like realizing they were stuck in a rut and now see a way out, though they're unsure how to navigate it. There's a bit of a confidence struggle here, rooted in this profound change. They might be saying, "All of this is very new to me." From the twin flames in separation deck, the card, "I knew you were right, but couldn't admit it to myself or you," has also come up. This could indicate that someone here has a bit of pride, or finds it hard to admit when they're wrong. There might have been a minor disagreement between you two, something that might have seemed light-hearted, but left both of you feeling a bit unsettled. This doesn't apply to everyone, but if it resonates, it seems this person tends to overthink interactions, especially those that feel a bit off. It seems you and this person have an uncanny ability to understand each other, which is often the case with twin flames due to your shared soul essence. There's this natural, deep connection between you. If this is indeed a twin flame bond, it might explain why this person feels such a strong connection to you, even if it's new in the physical world, but ancient at the soul level. This person is dealing with a lot of self-doubt and is overthinking everything they say. They're scared of losing you, which might seem surprising given how new your connection might be. It's almost like they're analysing every word and action, and I'm picking up that someone might be into fields like archaeology or anthropology, which could be a hint or just an interesting detail. The card, "I know I messed up everything," paired with "I am afraid to contact you," shows how deeply this person fears making a mistake and jeopardizing what you have. They hold you in such high regard and are truly anxious about losing this connection. One thing you should know about this person is that if there's ever a delay in your communication, it's not because they're not thinking of you. On the contrary, they're thinking about you so much that they get caught up in overanalyzing every word they say. They might worry that they're not expressing themselves well, which is why there might be pauses or breaks in your conversations. I'm also picking up on something related to a forest or a place with forest in the name, like Forest Grove for someone here. With the card, take time to breathe out. It feels like your guides are reaching out to both of you. This is a deeply spiritual connection, whether it's a soulmate bond or a twin flame dynamic. There's a powerful energetic link between you, and your spirit teams seem to have played a big role in bringing you together at this moment. Whenever you notice a pause or break in your communication with this person, remember, it's not a sign that they're not thinking of you. On the contrary, they're probably overthinking everything they say. They tend to get caught up in their own head, worrying about how their words might come across, which is why they might take a moment to respond. I'm picking up on something related to a forest, or a place with forest in the name, like Forest Grove, which might be significant for someone. And with the card, Take Time to Breathe Out, your guides are reminding both of you that pauses in communication are perfectly normal, especially in such an intense and spiritual connection. It's like running at full speed and then needing to slow down to catch your breath. You might find that your conversations or time together have moments of intense energy followed by pauses, as if your human selves are catching up to the fast pace of your souls. As for the broader message, I saw the number 1717, which is all about support and encouragement. This number is urging you to face your fears and insecurities and to make the necessary changes you've been putting off. Your angels are encouraging you to take action, stay positive, and remind yourself of all your wonderful qualities. Wow, I just heard, don't sell yourself short. It feels like someone really needed to hear that. What I'm picking up is that you and this person share a deep, energetic bond, and your meeting was no accident. It's been fated. Your spirit teams are definitely working in tandem to bring you together. In fact, your ancestors seem to be cheering you on from the sidelines. You might notice pauses in communication, but your guides want you to know that this connection is fully supported by the universe. Imagine a magnetic force pulling you two together, with your spiritual team actively pushing you towards one another. It's like a cosmic dance, with everyone in the spirit realm rooting for you both. Interestingly, through each other, you're both facing and healing some deep-seated anxieties and insecurities. It seems like one of you might have an anxious attachment style, while the other leans towards avoidant tendencies. You might find that you're similar in many ways, yet quite different when it comes to handling conflicts. This dynamic is very much part of the twin flame, or high-level soulmate experience. For many of you, this is leaning more towards a twin flame connection, given the intense polarity and contrasts coming through. I feel like you and this person were brought together not just to align with each other, but also to highlight and heal some deep-seated wounds. The message here is, don't rush this process. Things are unfolding as they should, and while the intense connection might make your mind race ahead, it's important to pause and reflect on what this connection is revealing to you. Use these moments to bring more self-love, awareness, and healing into your life. You're both encouraging each other to become the best versions of yourselves, and as you grow, you'll naturally align with each other. The energy between you is truly beautiful. I'm about to pull a few more cards for specific messages from this masculine, but before I do, if this reading resonates with you, it's likely you're dealing with a twin flame connection, or at the very least, a very high-level soulmate bond. These connections are deeply influenced by our own energy. When our energy is blocked or off, it can unintentionally push away these significant relationships, often without us even realizing it. I'm going to pull a few more cards to get some love messages from this masculine who is experiencing a powerful awakening through your connection. The Happy Family card in reverse suggests that both of you may have had challenges in love before, with this masculine feeling like he's had a streak of bad luck in relationships. He might have pushed people away in the past, including you if you have a history together. But now, he's expressing a strong desire to make things right. He wants this connection to be different from any past relationships, better and more fulfilling. Now, there's another important message. Have faith and jump in. The jump in card directly ties into the strong manifestation energy we've been discussing. I'm hearing that some of you have recently felt a nudge to take a leap of faith. Over the past few days, I've been getting a consistent download. The universe rewards acts of bravery that come from a soul-aligned place. This message is for those of you who have felt drawn towards new paths, creative endeavors, or approaches to life. Maybe even pursuing long-held dreams in a new way. I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but it seems someone is reconnecting with a childhood dream or a passion they once deeply cherished. The guidance here is to approach this dream or goal with a fresh perspective. I'm getting the sense that as you revisit this dream with the growth and spiritual awakening you've experienced, you're bringing a whole new energy to it. Even if this dream has been with you for years, understand that you're now manifesting it with a transformed energy that can lead to different, possibly quicker, results. Your energy touches everything you do or create, and it's this renewed energy that's driving your journey now. Pay close attention to those intuitive nudges. They're guiding you as you explore old dreams and passions in new ways, helping you fulfill intentions that might have been with you since birth. The universe will give you signs to keep you on track, aligning you with your path forward. I could definitely dedicate a whole podcast episode to diving into these signs from the universe that show you're on the right path. If that's something you'd like, drop a comment below. From an energetic perspective, there's no absolute right or wrong. Those are just labels. When I talk about alignment, I'm referring to being more in tune with your true soul essence and intentions, while out of alignment means straying from who you truly are at your core. You'll also start to see that everything around you seems to guide you back to that alignment. What's meant for you will always find its way to you, regardless of time. You might try to step away from something, a relationship, a passion, a calling, a hobby, or even a business. But you'll keep feeling drawn back to it. This pull isn't negative. It's the universe aligning you with your heart's true desires. Whether it's certain people, conversations, or events, everything will synchronistically reconnect you with what's deeply ingrained in your soul's blueprint. Another sign of alignment is how the universe uses your surroundings, circumstances, and even people to remind you of that dream or goal. For example, if you're passionate about music but decide to step away from it, you might still find people asking, "Are you still making music?" or saying, "Your music was so beautiful." When something is truly meant for you, the universe keeps it in your awareness, reflecting your inner world and ensuring it remains part of your life's blueprint. When it comes to taking leaps of faith, it's like the saying goes, and it perfectly aligns with the Have Faith card. This card reminds us, having faith and trusting that everything will be okay isn't always easy, but it's exactly what you need to do. When you have faith, your life starts to flow in ways that feel like magic, opening up possibilities you never imagined. As you jump in, following those intuitive nudges toward your dreams or goals, take each step with intention and presence. Trust in your inner inspiration and passion, allowing them to guide your actions. The outcomes will feel nothing short of magical. Circumstances, opportunities, and people will align in ways that may seem almost unreal. Yet they're the natural response of the universe when you're truly aligned with your authentic self. Now, I'm excited to pull a card from the Rose Oracle, a new addition to my collection. Created by Rebecca Campbell, who also brought us the beloved Starseed Oracle, this deck offers another layer of insight to our readings. Let's see what messages the Rose Oracle has for our amazing community today. As I was shuffling the deck, several cards seemed eager to reveal themselves. Among them were the Breathing Rose, Heart Healing, Emotions, Connection, Time Eases, and Brothers of the Rose, Sacred Masculine, Honor, Protection, Support. This last card gave me literal goosebumps, and I feel a strong urge to share a message directly from the guidebook for Brothers of the Rose. I'm immediately picking up on the name Celine, or the initials Celine, possibly even the initial A. I'm also sensing a connection to the astrological signs Scorpio, Taurus, or Aries. There's a significant alignment with someone's sun, moon, or rising sign, and I'm feeling a powerful surge of energy in my heart space, a profound shift opening up. For those of you who identify as divine feminine, it seems you're currently attracting strong support from physically embodied divine masculine energies. Remember, these labels, divine masculine and divine feminine, are about energy dynamics that we all carry within us and can connect with externally. Trust your intuition to guide you through these insights. Divine feminines, you're currently attracting strong support from divine masculine energies around you. The Energy Oracles deck reveals the Sun card, which symbolizes fresh starts and new beginnings. However, the Man Holding a Heart card, reversed, suggests a specific message for you. It indicates that a divine masculine counterpart, perhaps a twin flame or soulmate, might have previously closed off their heart or remained unawakened. This situation could have kept them stuck in a lower vibrational space while you've been moving beyond it. You may have experienced a disconnect or physical separation, which could still resonate with some of you, depending on where you are energetically. When this masculine presence seemed closed off, it may have left you feeling isolated and unsupported. To balance this, the universe is now bringing a new kind of masculine support into your life, helping to fill that gap and offer you the connection and support you deserve. For some of you, this newfound support might come from platonic relationships. Think co-workers, family, or friends. Others might find it in the form of a new romantic interest or multiple romantic options. No matter your preference, remember, you hold the reins when it comes to the relationships you build. The universe is offering you a powerful influx of masculine support. For many, this support has been a steady presence over the months or even years, bringing masculine figures into your life for a reason. They're here to help you heal and balance your internal masculine energy, which in turn empowers you to support yourself better. This healing process allows you to approach love and relationships from a place of inner strength and self-fulfillment. As you nurture your inner divine masculine, you'll naturally attract more love, support, and admiration from others. These masculine figures are not just here to support and protect you. They're guiding you to strengthen your own internal masculine energy. This journey of self-support and healing will ultimately help you heal your heart and flourish in your relationships. We also drew the card, the Breathing Rose. Heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases, which highlights a need to release or express something that might be weighing on your heart or throat chakra. If you've been feeling emotional or a bit broken in certain areas of your life and you're questioning, what's wrong with me? It's important to remember that it's more about allowing and expressing rather than fixing. You are a radiant, divine being, constantly processing emotions and energies on a deep level. Your innate wisdom is always working to heal, mend, and evolve. Sometimes, what's needed is to support this natural healing process by consciously facilitating it. This could involve using creative outlets or tools to help release pent-up emotions as they come up. I'm sensing that many of you might already have personal practices or creative methods for expressing these feelings. These tools are vital for your soul's journey right now, helping to clear old energy and support your growth into a higher version of yourself. I'm picking up that some of these practices might seem small or overlooked, but they play a crucial role in your healing and growth. Things like taking walks in nature, practicing yoga, meditating, breathing exercises, or engaging in creative hobbies are incredibly valuable. These activities might not always be emphasized by society, but they offer powerful ways to release pent-up emotions and support your natural process of expansion. To wrap up this reading, the Rumi Oracle brings us the card Beyond Death, Life. This card signifies transformation and rebirth, affirming that you are entering a powerful new phase. You're moving beyond old cycles and limitations, and it's time to release what no longer serves your soul. These old patterns are too small for the expanded version of who you are becoming. While you might not yet see the full manifestation of this transformation in the physical world, your intuition is guiding you toward it. The Door to Spirit card in the upright position indicates that your presence is helping him reconnect with his true self and his spiritual side. He's deeply grateful for the awakening you've sparked in him. I'm going to pull a few more cards from this beautiful masculine energy who's been awakened through your connection. Let's see what final love messages he has for you. The card Happy Family reversed suggests that in the past, one or both of you might have felt unlucky in love. This masculine may feel like he's messed up past relationships or pushed people away. If you have a history together, he might have been the one to distance himself. But now, he's expressing a strong desire to do things differently with you. He's committed to making this relationship special and fulfilling in a way that surpasses past experiences. Door to Spirit upright shows that you've awakened him and reconnected him with his true self. He's deeply grateful for this transformation. Solar plexus upright indicates that meeting you has sparked a positive change in his life. It's like you've given him a boost of confidence and happiness. He feels a strong sense of gratitude for the impact you've had on his life. Man holding a heart upright reveals that he sees this as a profoundly spiritual connection. He's committed to treating it with the reverence it deserves, wanting to offer you his whole heart, not just a part of it. Finally, crown chakra in the midway position shows he's in the process of seeing things differently because of you. You've altered his perception of himself and the world, filling his life with joy, excitement, and positive momentum. He's deeply appreciative of how you've opened his eyes to new possibilities. Step into the lion's jungle with an open heart. Don't let fears and worries hold you back. Those are just illusions of the mind. This jungle is all about love and compassion, and there's nothing to fear here. Your only barrier is the fear itself, like a bar behind a door that keeps you from moving forward. Rumi's guidebook adds, "Celebrate this moment. After a long time away, you're finally coming home." I'm getting chills because this feels like a powerful message from your guides. Beyond the fear, you're shedding doubts and hesitations. Fear no longer has a hold on you. You're learning to see it from a place of compassion rather than resistance. You're moving from darkness into the light of your true self, embracing growth and the joy of your divine essence. It looks like there's a pattern where one of you might pull away to protect yourself from the pain of being left behind. This dynamic seems to involve a lot of overthinking and back and forth, even though it's relatively new. On a more heartfelt note, the card "You Speak to Me Through Music" suggests a special bond through songs. Maybe you share favorite tunes, exchange playlists, or they find that every song reminds them of you. Meeting you has made music more vivid and meaningful for them, turning familiar songs into something fresh and new. It's as if your presence has given them a new way to experience the world, making even the simplest things feel extraordinary. Rumi's message encourages you to go beyond the past and embrace the process of transformation. You are invited to trust this journey and allow yourself to be unveiled in your truest, purest form as light, life, and love. This isn't just an ending, but a beautiful new beginning, leading you to the highest version of yourself. If this video resonated with you and you crave more, interact with the content, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Share these words with anyone who might find comfort and inspiration.